Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. The old original 2015 Strength Legendary Super Saiyan Broly has received a Super EZA. He is level 10 links considering he only has 6. I do have him at 90%, a unit that came out in 2015 back when the game was in its first year of existence, and I don't have them rainbowed. But still, that 10% is only going to make so much of a difference, but still surprised I don't have him rainbowed. But he's starting to turn off with 499k attack, 259k defense, and he looks very, very good. I did actually see his details yesterday, just didn't make a video on it. I'm going to pop the domain immediately so he can get that support. And then we're going to slide him over because, of course, he does share the same name as the Int LR Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, which is another Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, which means the Int EZA really got shagged. You know, they dropped him. He's okay at best. His best case scenario, you know, you do have to be facing a Goku enemy, which isn't too difficult to do right now, but he basically goes from meh to decent to good. And they've dropped 2 Legendary Super Saiyan Broly since that are better than him, which I think is jokes, but you can't actually get away with running them all on one team. But we're going to slide him. No, we're going to leave him there. It's just stupid to put him in slot 1. So with the domain, he does have a 574k attack stat, 298k defense. We do have everything active aside from Super Saiyan and Berserker. We do actually have to lose some HP to get Berserker active. And it is depending on him picking up Rainbow Key Spheres. So how many can we get right here? We can get 3. We can get 3. We can get 3. And that puts him up to 937k attack stat, 339k defense. But let's go through his new and improved passive. So he does start with Key plus 2, attack and defense plus 200%. Gains an additional 150 when attacking. 7.6 mil isn't too bad to start with, considering he does have some build up. He's immediately jumped up to 10. Immediately jumped up to 10 million. That's kind of crazy. Good double digits to begin with against SSBE. I said he does get an extra 150% attack and defense when attacking, and then he does gain an additional attack and defense plus 30% up to 150, and reduces damage received by 10% up to 50% with each super attack performed. So we did only perform 2 super attacks out of the 3 attacks we did, so we are up to an extra 60% attack and defense and 20% damage reduction. So 3 more super attacks and he's fully built up. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to rainbow key spheres when there is another planetary destruction or pure Saiyan's category ally attacking in the same turn. And not only that, it's so easy, so easy to put this Super EZA Broly next to another planetary destruction unit, because majority of the uncontrollable power category units belong on planetary destruction because majority of them are Brolys. Not only that as well, the Int Dokkan Fest LR Broly runs planetary destruction. So not only do you have a bunch of Broly units that you can work well with, EZA Tech LR, also 9th anniversary Broly, also there is the Carnival LR Broly, but then you've got units like EZA Team Turles, Kid Buu supplying that support. And then if you do get the revival with Int LR Broly, you will also get even more support. Another unit that just benefits from being on planetary destruction, movie bosses, or uncontrollable power. Majority of them share the same categories apart from a couple here and there, but you can tie them all in on the same category, and Broly's another one of them units. And then not only that, he's not really subjected to necessarily being on that category, because then you also have the pure Saiyan category portion of the condition as well, for him to be his own rainbow orb changer, which is also another thing that makes him sick. So you can actually run this Broly outside of planetary destruction, uncontrollable power, and movie bosses, because the majority of the best units in the game, apart from maybe recently with Gohan, but majority, there is a pure Saiyan unit on that team. There is bound to be one at least on that team. There's always at least more than one anyway. So you can actually run him elsewhere if you really wanted to, which I'm a big fan of. Not only that as well, superclass allies do gain key plus 1, attack plus 10%, so they will actually get a minute amount of support from Broly. And then extreme class allies key plus 1, attack and defense plus 20%, per rainbow key sphere obtained. That's why his own rainbow orb changing is important, because of the support. Which, it really isn't difficult, as I said, when he's his own rainbow orb changer. But with Team Turles' support, the domain active, and a little bit of build up, we're already on a 1.78 million attack stat, which is done considering we still have 3 super attacks to do to have them fully built up. More importantly, for that 50% damage reduction. But also on super, which don't forget with super EZAs do not get touched, Broly raises his attack by 50% for 3 turns. That's another reason why his super attack jumps up so much. That's why another reason why his damage just bounces up. And we have that for 3 turns, and this is only his 2nd appearance, and he still needs to finish building out his passive. So in terms of rainbow key spheres, we're going to want to go up that left-hand side, and we're going to get him a total of 4, which does mean key +1, attack and defense plus 20% per rainbow key sphere obtained. So that's key +4, attack and defense plus 80% for everyone else. So that's another thing this super EZA Broly supplying to, again, the 3 main categories: uncontrollable power, planetary destruction, and also movie bosses. They already have good slot 3 supports in EZA Team Turles, Broly, Chi Lion Lemo, and Kid Buu. 14.5 mil. It's actually crazy how fast his attack is building up. So that's another super additional. 18.4. We've gone up by about almost 400k off of 1 super. Go on, get the last one. 22.7 mil. Damn, he climbs. He honestly climbs, and I'm waffling about 400k. That's 4 million. Sorry, I misspoke. 4 million. But you already have those support units on those respective categories, depending on which one you go for, depending on which ones you bring. But typically, there's always going to be 2, unless you decide to pack out the team with all the Broly units, and then you'll have 1. But even then, you also have domain support from the Dokkan Fest in LR Broly, which again, their domains do not overlap with the 9th anniversary Broly. So you kind of have 3 domains. You have a domain literally running throughout the entire fight, which of course, everyone's going to benefit from, including Super EZA Broly. But not only that, that's even more support already added to the support that's on the team, combined with Super EZA Broly support. And then, if you get the revival within LR Broly, he's also supporting uncontrollable power category units with 60% attack and defense. So that means at any one given time on a set rotation, say you have Carnival LR Broly, you have Super EZA Broly, or even another Broly in LR Broly and Super EZA Broly in slot 3, there is constant support on the team. And then that also combines with his, as I said, the revival support, the domain, and the support that's just naturally on the team. This team is flowing with support. It does so much. We also went through that so quickly, like I even didn't put EZA Tech LR Broly on the team to slow down with the damage. But to round out his passive, he does have a chance to perform a critical hit plus 50% and launches a guaranteed additional for every 2 rainbow key spheres obtained. So him being his own rainbow orb changer is huge, because not only does it buff his support, which for extreme class allies is great anyway, superclass allies stay winning as well, which is why I said you can run him on superclass based teams. So he is actually usable outside of the 3 main categories we already mentioned. But then also he gets a guaranteed additional, which helps build out his passive a lot more and a quicker, and 50% chance to crit when he's doing numbers like that quickly and easily. So this Super EZA Broly is another unit that's supplying a lot. Even more damage to a team that's already stacked with damage, 50% damage reduction, very good support. Again, not restricted to the categories we've seen Brolys be confined within, which I don't think is too bad for in LR Broly. But you can actually get away with using him on superclass teams, especially with the superclass support. He's his own rainbow orb changer, which helps him do that. And it also helps him get a guaranteed additional for every 2 rainbow key spheres obtained, and gives him 50% crit chance. How are you already adding more to categories that were already stacked as it is? Honestly, the in EZA generally got shagged. generally got so shagged, but I don't mind considering how good this guy is and the int LR is. I can't wait to try him out on difficult content, but he looks very, very good. And let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care, have a great day, and peace.